Minnesota Zoo is ready for Halloween. In fact, they've lined their wooded trail with thousands of glowing pumpkins.
It is quite the sight. These are artist created. Of course, no triangled eyes here allowed. Well, not the fancy stuff. Shayne-Wells joins us now with the first look at the return of Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular.
Yeah, there's actually a fire pit over there, and if they see triangle eyes, they just take the pumpkin.
Whoa!
And they just spike it right into the fire.
Impressive.
Ow.
Yeah.
No, these artists know better. They don't even try to pass that by anybody. You get a little glimpse right here. These are all really cool faces, and this is probably the most simple work you're going to see along this trail, which says something. And they line the trails with these pumpkins that are all lit up, but they also have lights up in the trees even, so it really creates the visual, this really cool visual when you come in. Zach Nugent, he's with the Minnesota Zoo. He can walk us through a little bit. So I was saying that those are the simple creations, and then you see stuff like this.
The Godfather.
The Godfather. Okay, so fun to see like movies and books represented. Tell us about what we'll see kind of along the trail this year.
This year it is Night at the Library, so you're going to see a little bit of everything. References to movies, to books, to music. We have a National Geographic section down here that has some beautiful places depicted on, of all things, pumpkins.
Again, you never know what you're going to see. So if you go down that way, that continues the trail. But we're actually going to swing kind of along the front so you can see some that come into the entrance. So when people come, you said it's about a 10-minute walk to get to this point, just so you're prepared.
Yes.
And then you do this kind of quarter-mile loop, correct?
Yes, yep, it's a quarter-mile loop, and people think of the Minnesota Zoo, they think of animals, but a big part of our mission is connecting people to nature.
Sure.
And this is a great opportunity, this beautiful tree-lined path to enjoy one of the most beautiful seasons here in Minnesota. Get outside and marvel at some really amazing pieces of pumpkin art.
Okay, now these obviously take a lot of time.
Do
you know what goes into some of these like really intricate ones?
We have about 20 or so local artists that we work with, and from the actual gutting, carving,
oh yeah, it would
painting,
take a while to gut those alone.
It does, but each pumpkin takes anywhere from 10 to 20 hours a piece to fully put together, just depending on the intricacies. And you know, some of the artists, they really get into it. You'll find fun little details hidden in some of these pumpkins.
A little search and find too, and then it just makes me feel even more, if it's 10 to 20 hours and then they have to replace these pumpkins throughout the event because they've got to stay fresh.
Right, if you have a pumpkin on your front stoop, you know it's not going to last all season.
Nope.
Squirrels, weather, so they are replacing these every 3 to 4 or 5 days, and so it's a constant rotation, and those artists are constantly at work this season.
Amazing. Well, if you want to come see it, see these rotating pumpkins, if you will, head to mnzoo.org to get yourself some tickets. You do need to get those ahead of time. This event starts up tomorrow night. Back to you guys.
That is a wow, isn't it? That
It
is just beautiful.
Think about all the carving involved there. Very intricate.
Yeah, love that.
Love
Love that,
it.
Shane. Thank you. Good stuff.